So Nintendo once again have managed to piss off the entire internet. While we do have some good news, the good news definitely does not outweigh the bad news. So the good news is the Switch 2 pre-order confirmation date here in the US is official. Nintendo put out an update through GameStop regarding the pre-order date here in America, and as it says, pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 will begin on Thursday, April 24th, 2025. At launch, the price for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will remain as announced at $449.99. The Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle will remain as announced at $499.99. Pricing for both physical and digital versions of Mario Kart World, $79.99, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, $69.99, will also remain unchanged at launch. Guys, key words here. At launch. This is crazy. Nintendo's intending to jack up the price for both the Switch 2, the bundle Switch 2, and their games probably sometime midsummer, because we know that the tariffs have been put on pause by the President of the United States for 90 days. This only bought countries just a small amount of time to be able to figure all of these things out. If you do not get a Switch 2 at launch day, you're going to be paying probably an additional $100 for the Switch 2, the bundle maybe $150, and then for each title, I'm not even gonna be surprised if it's $100. And the reason I say that is because we're gonna be taking a look at the accessories, the prices of the accessories here in just a second. Everybody till today, especially after the Mario Kart World Direct, are still complaining about the prices of the games along with the Switch 2. And I feel like a lot more people are upset about the prices of the games over the Switch 2. And I understand that. For me, I've said I would rather pay $500 for the Switch 2, even though I don't want to, but I'd rather pay the $500 for the Switch 2 versus paying $79 per title, because you're buying titles for as long as you own the Switch 2, whereas the Switch 2 is a one-time payment, whereas buying games, you're buying that perpetually throughout the year. So adding 20 bucks, 10, 20 bucks per game adds up pretty quickly. So I would rather just pay one time a higher price for the console versus the games. Now, here's where it gets disgusting. Here is where Nintendo's greed really shines. This is where it gets nasty, man. Nasty. Nintendo's doing some nasty work right here. Manufacturer suggested retail price as of April 18th, 2025. As of, again, see keyword here, as of. So they're going to increase this, not just the Switch 2 and the bundle and the games, but everything that you see listed on here will also most likely get a price increase because inflation, guys, because of tariffs. Nintendo Switch 2, $449.99. Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart World bundle, $499.99. Mario Kart World, $79.99. Donkey Kong Bonanza, $69.99. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, $84.99. What the hell is that, man? Disgusting. Bro, 85 bucks for a controller? For that price, the controller better be able to read my damn mind and play the game for me. At this point, for $85, it's not even a controller anymore. It's a remote to the multiverses. And this is where it gets nastier. $94.99 for a pair of Joy-Cons. What the hell? My dude, what the is this? $94.99 for some Joy-Cons? 2 Joy-Cons for $94.99. For that price, they better sense my disappointment in real life. Bro, at this point, for $94, I'm not even holding controllers anymore. I'm holding investments. For $95, I better start drifting through life, not just Mario Kart. Nintendo Switch 2, all-in-one carrying case for $84.99. $84.90 what? $84.99? For $85, this carrying case better carry me emotionally throughout life, not just my Switch. Am I paying for a case or a luxury apartment for my Switch 2? At $85, man, this shit better file my taxes. $60 for a goddamn SD card, 256 gigs too. You can get this shit for 30 bucks, 19 bucks, $39, but $25, $17. But of course, Nintendo make it where you can only use their SD card, their custom-made SD card to put on your Nintendo Switch 2. Why? Because they want you to pay them $60. They know they're making this shit for like $5, but they're selling it to you for $60. That's how they scam you. Bro, $60 friggin' for a 256 SD card? At this price, it better not just store my games. That shit better store all my memories. $120 friggin' for a Nintendo Switch 2 dock. box set. My boy, what the hell? That's like 25% of the whole price of the Switch 2. Bro, for 120 bucks, that shit better dock me a spaceship and send me to the Mushroom Kingdom in 4K. Bro, at this price, it better charge my damn Switch, my damn phone, my chakras, and my credit score. This isn't a dock anymore, bro. It's a luxury resort for my Switch 2. Everybody who's intending on buying a Switch 2 need to opt in right now. You guys need to make sure you get your hands on the Switch 2 before July, when the 90-day period for the tariffs are up and Nintendo start raising prices again for everything. Between buying a pair of Joy-Cons, a Switch 2 Pro controller, and an SD card, I'm looking at $240 just for those 3 items. At this point, I'm paying tuition to Nintendo University. Bro, if I drop all this money on Nintendo, I expect Mario to pop out the screen, shake my hand, and personally thank me. That's everything the Nintendo Switch 2 has to offer, and everything in my bank account at this point. Because Nintendo's out here selling Joy-Cons for $95, a case for $85, a dock that cost almost as much as a weekend getaway. At this point, we're not even buying into the accessories. We're legitimately investing in Nintendo stock. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on the video before I have to finance an SD card, and subscribe to the channel before Nintendo decide to cut out the Moo Moo Meadows cow from Mario Kart World. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.